I'm asking that the light beings who sometimes come into my readings to come in and give us some information, give us some direction with regards to the remainder of 2025. We're going to be looking into what's going to be happening maybe on a global energy, what's that looking like. We're going to be looking at what's happening more on a spiritual level, like what's up in that energy, what's happening spiritually, and then also in your guys' life as well. So this is a collective reading. If you're here, you've been called to be here. If you don't have to have any zodiac sign, it just feels right to you, then it feels right. We need to start breaking down barriers here. We need to stop boxing ourselves into something that is like only our zodiac sign. So the way I'm going to work this is, starting out, I'm going to use an archangel deck. The light beings that I'm talking about are very much upper world energy. So upper world energy is tied to archangels, it's tied to ascended masters, other beings as well, and even things like star seeds are upper world energy. So we're going to be using this kind of energy to ask us to come in. And I don't have like something like people will say like, oh, there's a council group of people. It seems to me that with me, it's different every time when they come in. So I'm using the archangel, I'm using the keepers of light, because of light energy, and I'm using the oracle of unicorns for you guys. Okay, it's almost like the last magical energy is showing up for you. So let us get started. Let's ask these guys what is going on over the next couple of months. Before we do, let's please open this space together. You guys can take a couple of deep breaths to prepare you. I'm lighting the candle so that we can bring light into the darkness. Let what's hidden be revealed. And I want to burn my incense as well, just to transmute the energy that is in this room, that is around me, that is in your room or in your car or wherever you may be. Also the energy that is around you as well. And I ask that this energy, this transmutation of anything that may be going on with you in your reality, be turned into something positive, into something of growth, and into something of love. Let's burn. And then of course we are going to call in these high vibrational beings at this time, using the bells to let them know that we are ready to begin. Take a couple of deep breaths and just breathe, knowing that whatever messages you are about to receive are meant to be received by you. Whatever is aligned for somebody else, allow to be aligned for someone else. Starting off, I want to work with this angel energy. I want to ask them to come and show us just a bit more about what is going on, especially when it comes to the more greater span of our own lives, the collective energy out there, which means more global sort of events and things happening. I don't usually touch on this stuff too much because I'm really always working with individual people, but I mean whatever happens out there affects us as well. So let's have a look and get in here and see what might be coming up on a more global like movement energy of time and space. How do you guys like this? A dear friend of mine made this for me. Isn't that so good? It's beautiful, Gina. So that's so cute. Okay, she literally made it by hand. So I want to see on what's going on, global energy. What can we expect here? Opening your heart to give and receive love. That's good. We've got Archangel Chamiel. We have got Archangel Preminelik, if I'm saying that correctly, and then we got Lord Wyweziel. Okay, my pronunciations, guys. So I want to get us some other tarot underneath this here, just to get more clarifies, because I see something going on here, but there's one card that kind of makes me go, what's that? And then there's another one here that looks like good news after bad news. Okay, so I'll tell you now more into it. I need to get tarot out to clarify such deep messages like this. So let's have a look and see what is going on. Archangel Chamiel says, open your heart to give and receive love. We know I get only one feeling from this card. Your essence is love. I get just this one feeling from this card. And it's almost a feeling of being fed up. It's a feeling of people kind of saying, I've had enough. People kind of saying, no more. We're tired. No, I've had enough. This is heartless. This doesn't carry anything. And it's almost like people themselves, you know, are opening up and saying, we will give and receive. We want to move and work in love. We want to be in a space where we are operating from the heart and not just from greed, not just from places where, you know, things are happening and no one even cares about it. So this seems really interesting to me. I want to get out 2 tarot cards for each one of these. I really want to dig a bit deeper. It almost feels like people getting fed up, people saying, we've had enough, stop, that kind of thing, you know. What comes up here is Star Nursery, Ace of Portals, and it's the Ace of Cups. Okay, the next card that comes up is Navigate from the Heart. Yes, this is exactly what I was feeling. This energy of people kind of saying, I'm tired, I'm done. We want to live in love. We want to live in peace. We want to live in something that is beautiful. I love that there's these dragonflies and then there's beautiful green heart there. So much heart energy. That is the 8 of light codes, which is so interesting because the 8 of light codes is the 8 of swords energy, which can sometimes, the 8 of light codes is the 8 of wands energy, which can sometimes be tied to very quick movement with regards to a new beginning. So it looks to me like something's about to shift here with the Star Nursery energy as well. The birth of stars, which is the Ace of Cups here, which means something new can be shifting in almost on a global scale. It's almost as if people might actually band together in some kind of way, but I feel like it's so, it could be over social media. It's so like global. It's almost like people are saying, no, we're not allowing that. No. And standing up in some kind of way and just saying no to something. I want to just actually get another deck and check a little bit deeper. I'm curious about this. A little bit deeper for this one. I wasn't planning on getting another deck, but this one I want to dig into. I'm going to ask something. Is this something that comes from leaders that people disagree with? Yes, King of Pentacles. So it's something that happens with the leaders that people go, no, you're not doing that. God, I got to ask this question. Will the people be able to get this right with the no? You know, when they say we propose and then they say no, will the people get it right? Will they be listened to? Where's, I can say something here. Where's democracy? That's what I want to know. But anyway, okay. The Queen of Cups comes in here, which is the heart energy. I think people are going to get this right. There's going to be a bit of a change showing up here. There's something financial that's also coming in here as well. I'm just grabbing cards. I think it's going to take time for people to get this right. I think people are going to have to keep standing in their heart space with the Queen of Cups, which is literally navigate from the heart, which is the energy of the essence of love. There it is with the Queen of Cups. It's in the reverse. It looks like it's going to take time to stand up to that energy. Time to stand up and sort of say no. Something is going to change. Something is definitely going to change here. There's an ending to something, a death card showing up here. There is a stability coming in for family. Stability and strength almost coming in for family. So there could be some financial stuff being decided on, or things happening where people kind of say, no, we're not going to allow that, or no, we're not going to do this. And it looks like it brings about a bit of stability. The other one that comes up here is Archangel Preminic. You know, you guys, if you've been here with me, you know I can pronounce stuff there. Okay, so it says here, be conscientious, cooperate with others for the highest good. This seems to me as if some kind of coming together of different people. This could be something to do with peace as well, because you've got those butterflies flying around there. There could be some kind of like a group of people, or people sort of coming together that want to bring a bit of like let's talk kind of vibes, or let's sit down and talk, let's sit down and talk. You know, be conscientious means to think carefully, or think of others as well, think carefully, cooperate with others for the highest good. Like, hello, you know. Okay, let's have a look and see what tarot cards will come out with this. I'm so curious. This could be good. This could be good. I love to see that there's dragonflies. The dragonfly story is interesting because I'll show you all the different things. That there's a bee, which means that there's effort or hard work being put into something long term, where maybe later the honey can be harvested. The butterflies means transformation, and then the dragonfly. Dragonflies, I love dragonflies, but they're pretty brutal. Okay, so for the first 2 years, the dragonfly's life is underwater. And underwater, they are very, very ruthless predators, and they'll just wipe out everything around them. But the moment that they attach to, like, I think it's like some kind of plant, and then they'll attach to the plant, and as the plant grows and raises up, the dragonfly slowly starts coming out the water. And the moment it comes out of the water and it actually looks around, now not being underwater anymore, and it sort of looks around and sees the sky, and it sees light, and it sees flowers, and it sees all these different things, it completely changes to this most gentle thing ever. Where under the water, being under that ground like that, it was like completely just so brutal, and under the water it was so like unconscious in a way. And the moment it raises up, it becomes conscious and sees things. That's why I say be conscientious here. I think that this is going to be almost like maybe people seeing something as they've never seen it before. The cards aligning with this is the Sun and 3 of activations, expansion. I actually feel like going to look under the deck. Wisdom of Sacred, the High Priestess. This is spiritual, guys. Isn't this beautiful, this deck? I love this deck. This deck is like my favorite freaking deck in the world. Yeah, anyway. So if you're wondering what deck this is, where is it? It's this one, the Unveiling of the Golden Age, if you're wondering. So a High Priestess comes up here. This is like almost like spiritual growth that we are looking at. Absolutely like spiritual growth. The Sun card comes up. It says infinite life force. The Sun card is tied to enlightenment, becoming awake, seeing the truth, raising of energy, raising of consciousness. Heartfire comes in here with 3 of activations. This is expansion out of our current understanding of life, our current understanding of what we understand, and maybe expanding to things that are looking at things maybe from a different kind of perspective. I actually really like this. I really like this. The next one that comes out is Lord Why We Whistle. Why we whistle. Okay. Alright, why we whistle. I think that's how you say it. And it says here, accept and send healing. You're a being of the universe. So there's some kind of like, I almost feel like some people need something. There could be an event that takes place where people come in and band together and sort of go, okay, we're going to help, we're going to donate, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and it gets received very well. It's almost like, I feel like this is very much tied to some kind of event or something going on where something happens and people are in need, and then everyone comes forth and goes, hey, yeah, we are, we're helping. Let's grab some tarot and see what that is about. I'm curious. We have got Autonomous Initiator, Palladian of Light Codes. We have got the Wheel of Life, not in it, but not of it. Wow, I want to actually get one more card here. And the Sage of Earth Guardians. So let me just grab it quickly. I've always got to check something in this book. Because, yeah. Okay, so the Earth Guardians has come up here twice, and there's a Wheel of Fortune. And a Wands as well. So, I'm curious about this. So we have this Knight of Pentacles here. this looks to me that something is going to be moving over the next year. It could possibly be moved, this could possibly be even into 2026 with this one. Be confident in your leadership abilities and unique gifts. Foster healthy systems to manage your finances. Well, okay, with this kind of energy, I kind of feel as if whatever this is, definitely you see that the managing of your finances, it's almost as if people are giving money to something or they're donating something. It comes back to the energy, and that is this here. Looks to me like there could be something unfolding, and it even keeps on going after that for quite some period of time. Let me tell you, whatever this is, it's a Wheel of Fortune, hey? Which means these are destined or even fated events. Something is coming. The thing is with the Wheel of Fortune, it can sometimes be fated events, which means that there's karmic things happening right now. You must remember this earth carries karma as well, and certain events that are unfolding in the world can be karmically related, where there needs to be things worked through, and it can sometimes be difficult. It can also be destiny related, where positive things start showing up as well. You've got autonomous initiator. You see what I'm saying? It's like something is being initiated here, and almost autonomously, like nobody's realizing that what is happening in this event is actually leading to something else more in the future. So it's like what happens here is leading to something else. It's almost like the ball gets rolling, like with the Wheel of Fortune, and that is your Page of Cups energy. So I feel like there's these three separate things sort of going on, sort of like people saying no. I feel as if there's almost like a deeper understanding of life, and I'm very proud of that. Like, I am very proud of that. It feels like everybody is so ready to, people are seeing the truth, they're seeing the light, they're seeing everything, and they're kind of going, no, I see this, I know this to be true, I know this is happening, and I can see the truth, and almost feels like lies falling away and truth being revealed, especially because we had the Sun card here. And then with this other energy, it just seems something happening here, and it seems like everybody banding together in that first feeling of love and saying, no, we are here, we are going to be doing something. At the time that we live in a time of the internet, which in a way can be disturbing and at the same time absolutely amazing, because it enables us to see and hear and communicate with each other like never before. And this can bring about great change if we use it the right way. So use these things the right way. Allow yourself to really get knowledge. And as I say, in every time when I'm talking about knowledge on the internet, please, please, please check your facts. Don't just listen to anyone out there saying something and saying A, B, C, and D, and F about some situation. Because let me tell you, we don't really know the truth. Really go digging deep if you want to understand things, okay? Don't just assume anything, especially not in the time that we're living in. So now I want to see, with regards to spirituality, where we are moving, what is happening in spirituality, what does that look like? Let's have a look and see. What is happening in spirituality? What does that look like? That card is sticking out, so I want to grab that. All right. Okay then. Wow. No, man. Wow. You've got this Christ conscious energy showing up here. First and foremost, Master Jesus shows up. Wow. That's Christ conscious energy. And not anyone else's opinion, my opinion, okay, is that this returning of this energy is tied really to returning to our own selves, returning to our own sovereignty, returning to understand who we are, not waiting for something else to come and save us, but us actually saving ourselves. To me, that's what Christ consciousness means, to wake up to understanding that you yourself are the Holy One, you yourself are the Divine One, and that comes up here a lot because I see this card. It says here forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Ah, and this is beautiful. So it looks like a lot of inner healing spiritually. It looks like an understanding and a call for those to go further into the light and forgive themselves, to put love first before anything else, which is the ultimate power in the universe. It is love. I want to see now with the tarot, like, where's my deck? Like, I want to know, you know, let's grab this one again and see what cards align with this energy. And then we're going to move on to Jewel. Cool. Okay. So, Jesus, Master Jesus. Let's have a look and see. Evolving light codes, the star. And the radiant feminine, I'm not even surprised. Spirituality right now is very feminine based. It is very feminine based. If you guys out there, chill. Okay, so you got these two cards out here. Evolving light codes, the star. Wow. So it looks like downloads coming in. Evolving light codes, it almost makes me feel like DNA as well, because I do see a DNA sequence here in this cards. It's DNA sort of like activation, DNA shifts and changes in humanity. The thing that comes out next to it is radiant feminine, priestess of light codes, which is the King of Wands. This is a very spiritual energy. The King of Wands is tied to spirituality, feminine, intuition, fire, creation, artistic creations, sound, music, expressing yourself, dance, all of these feminine kind of things. Why is it the priestess of light codes at the moment? Because we have moved into the time of the divine feminine. And that has started in the past 5 years now, the age of Aquarius. It's very much softer, flowing, unusual energy, not so rigid as you're coming out of this energy of very like male-dominated energy. So we're moving into something that is much more fluid, much more softer, and that goes for men as well. Like, embrace that energy. Everyone, we all have both male and female, divine masculine and divine feminine energy inside of us. Sometimes one takes over more than the other one, depending on what's going on in the world or in our own lives. At this time, it is very divine feminine energy. If you're a healer, fall into Shakti's energy, fall into the divine feminine, go into these kind of like representations of what the feminine is, and heal from that standpoint. It's been coming up a lot with me, and even for some clients as well. Then we have got Jewel, cool, Dharma unfolding. This is beautiful. We just talked about Dharma a little minute ago. Do you remember I was telling you guys we're either going to move into fate or destiny, and destiny is the Dharma and fate is the karma. So that's interesting. So it says here, remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. This is beautiful. I feel as if the one step at a time, it talks about the journey moving forward and how it is for us to actually be happy, and how it is for us to actually find ourselves and our spirituality. You can't jump here, guys. You know, I'm going to share something very profound with you. Especially because I sometimes close and open for tarot readings. I'm closed at the moment because I'm doing a lot of work, and I've got some very big ceremonies coming up that I'm busy with. So I'm not open for readings at the moment. I've just gone through some big shamanic work as well, so I'm still integrating. So we've got the mountain, which would be literally like the climbing of the mountain. What do you see on the top of the mountain? You see, and remember, I'm going to tell you guys something at the end of the reading about tarot and about how you need to look at it, okay? So if you want to know about that, stick around to the end of the reading. It's quite deep here, okay? And then the next card coming out is Persistent Present, 9 of Light Codes. This 9 of Light Codes is 9 of Wands energy. This is a bit of a guarded energy. It is to be unsure. It is to stand and not know what happens in the future, be doubtful of the future. And this comes to mountains, and which is your Palladian of Earth energies, which is a Knight of, a Page of Pentacles in this energy. So in our reality, one step at a time, with regards to spirituality, we are moving forward. One step at a time, we will get to the top of the mountain, which is the enlightenment that we seek. Even though we're unsure, even though we are scared and we're kind of like closing and holding back in certain ways, but we will get there one step at a time. Keep going, okay? For somebody out there, if you're doing Kundalini, because this just reminds me of Kundalini all of a sudden, do definitely go and do more Kundalini. You almost always get to start unlocking as you're going, okay, one step at a time. All right, then you've got Serapeus Bay, if that is pronounced correctly, and that says Ascension. We have to, we must ascend, we must. And I need to tell you about this as well. Move into your true self. So much I want to talk about, my God. Rise above the darkness, and the light is here. Man, these beings of light. This one comes so strongly as a being of light, saying this. It feels so much like maybe the beings who were tied to Egypt. That's how it feels. I feel like I'm speaking to someone specific is speaking here. You know, like some specific energy came in. The way they said, rise above the darkness, the light is here. Move to your true self. The true self is your true I. It is the I of you. It is your higher self. We need not to be looking at others as much as we need to be looking for ourselves. We need to stop searching to find other beings and say, hey, save me. Hey, show me the way. Hey, give me information. We need to start looking for ourselves moving forward. That's what this means. Move to your true self. These beings, they are in their true selves, and they don't need to look above them or around them for guidance. That's why they are who they are. We need to move there too. We can't keep saying, love my guides, love angels, love ascended masters, all of these beautiful beings that have come in here. But they don't want that either. They don't want you to have to look and say, can you tell me? Can you show me? I need to, you need to save me. They want you to tell yourself. They want you to touch on your wisdom. They want you to remember yourself and what powerful being that is. That's what they want. If we can do that, moving forward into this new world, this new earth that we're moving into, we will stand alongside them. And we will become a part of what this is. Okay. So, let us get some tarot for this one out as well. None of them want to be above us or be the ones we worship them. It's nothing like that. None of them, not even Master Jesus. All they're trying to do is say, remember who you are. Remember that you too are one of us. You have forgotten. And the darkness is the forgetting. Oh my God, this is beautiful, guys. Phoenix of the white fire. Look at it. This is us. We are the phoenix of the white fire. Rebirth. Burning down in the fire and being reborn again. Understanding yourself again. Understanding who and what you are. This is beautiful. Action plan, 2 of light codes. Okay, this is the 2 of wands energy, and it talks about needing to take action, needing to take new directions, needing to take decisions that may be a fork road, which says kind of like, okay, choices and decisions that you guys are going to be making is going to lead you in new directions. And this is really tied to what we're seeing here. Be reborn, guys. Search for yourself. Connect with yourself. These beings are here to hold space for you, to open you up so that you can find you. That's all you need to do. Nothing else. You just need to find you. And sometimes you don't need to have the mind going, but what is that? What does that look like? What I need to understand, I need to name, I need to dissect it. You don't need to know any of those things. All you need to know is what it feels like. You just need to know what it feels like. What is it that I am? How does that feel? Don't think. That's not what you need. You just need to feel. So now let us have a look and see for the remainder of this year of 2025. What do we need to know with regards to each one of you individually? And then I'm just going to give you a little bit of a thing. I want to warn you guys a little bit about tarot. I need to warn you. Things have changed. Things have changed. So tarot readers out there, I'm going to give you guys a bit of what I've heard. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Okay, some stuff. Man, so you're going to be recording, I'm not even surprised that comes up here. Polarity, you're going to be recording past lives. Okay, why am I not surprised? Okay, past lives comes up here. The reason why I'm not surprised, okay, is because I know that in the energy we're moving in, the veil is dropping very rapidly, very, very, very rapidly. And what is happening is people are like, you know, have you noticed how tired you are all of a sudden? Do you know what's going on with you? How do you feel? Don't you feel like, you know? So what's happening is that time is dropping and the veil is thinning, so things are speeding up rapidly. And it's going to speed up to such a point where time doesn't matter anymore. It's going to be like a blur, and you're going to be like, oh, well, you know, that's coming. It's far in the future, but it's coming. When time drops like this, you're going to start remembering past lives. Because, you know, there's no barrier between these things anymore. It just comes down. So, you've got here, release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Yes. Yes. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. Yes. That's why we go to ceremony. It's why we do energy healings. It's why we go and look in the shadows. It's not only about the life that you live now, it's about all your lives. Because you need to clear them for what we're moving into. Then we've got polarity. I'm not surprised about that as well. It's the giving and taking of this earth. It is the light and the dark. It is what it is. Okay, polarity is where we live. We will always have polarity. Because we have one sun turning around these planets. Not 4. Not 5 or 3. One sun. So that sun will always give light and dark. It will always give warm and cold. So it is normal for this earth to be in these sort of things. Okay. And it's designed perfectly for that experience. It says here, integrate your shadow side. Literally, I said we were talking about shadow stuff now. You see, integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without the dark. It's exactly what I was saying. Understand the law of polarity. Some things that happen in the world can be seen as bad, or in your own life can be seen as bad. But it is that pressure of what that is that brings up the energy of growth and change and strength in yourself. It is when pressure is put on something, it's when that diamond gets created, you know, and that's why sometimes we need these things so that we can grow and change. So the next card coming up is Beloved. Oh my God, alignment. For some of you guys, love. For some of you guys, love coming in. Alignment as well. Beloved doesn't just have to be romantic love. It can be alignment with people who are like you. I mean, all of you guys who are here with me in this part of the video right now, you're all the same. You are beloveds to each other. Even though you may not know each other, but you share the space and it's beautiful. It's coming together of energy. It says here, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning into your relationship. Oh my God. Okie dokie. Believe that you are lovable. You know, the first thing you guys need to do if you want to have a life partner is really love yourself. It is to be so fulfilled that you don't even need to look for somebody, because that's when you really find that person. It's when you love yourself. Remember, I'm going to talk a bit about tarot after this as well, because I know I'll be opening up for personal readings soon, and I want you guys to be aware when you come in how that works. Alright, so we've got microcosm. How interesting. Two of Earth Guardians, the unbalance of the situation in your life. Two of Pentacles shows up here. Microcosm, everything is connected, everything is moving in perfect order. But at the same time, many events are happening where sort of bigger things in your life or smaller things can be affecting the bigger things can be affecting the smaller things, but everything is so tied together. Nothing you're doing here is unrelated to anything else. It's like a whole system, and nothing can be touched here without touching something else there. So be aware of that. Past lives, that's that energy. Then we've got Wings of Integrity, 7 of Activations. It is to clear away a lot of past life stuff. So if I was you, if you guys are like spiritual people, or even if you're not and you want to do this, you want to clear some past life stuff, you know, go get a Reiki healing to clear past life. Let them help you release. If you can't do that, go to videos on YouTube and listen to frequencies that help you go deep into this energy. Wear certain crystals. Do something for yourself where you kind of like try to go in there and say, okay, let me go see. Do shadow work as well if you can. Do the shadow work. If you can get like a shadow work workshop, then go do it. I'm doing one in October, 18th of October. I'm doing one. So that's going to be interesting. So go and sort of go into these spaces and see what you find. Because sometimes we are not the same person or being in every life. And that means that in another life you could have been not so nice, you know. And then you need to look into that and kind of go, even though I was this not so nice person, but I need to understand that I'm not that either. And I should give love to everything. And if you're carrying karma with it, sometimes hold the karma so that you can release, okay? Polarity, let's see what that energy is. I'm so curious. Waterfall, Priestess of Earth Guardians. This is the, I'll tell you now. The King, if I'm not mistaken. I'll tell you now. Oh, my brains. Hold on, guys, hold on. Yes, it is the King of Wands. Okay, my brains. And then you've got the Origin of Light Strength. Whoa. Yeah. How interesting is this? Wow, this is beautiful. So you got the Priestess of Light Guardians, which is the King of Wands showing up here. Is it the King of Wands? Let me see, it must be King of Wands. It's Light Guardians. I hope. Okay, hold on. Let me just see. Priestess of Light Codes. Hold on, guys. Before we do anything, let me just double check here. You see, Priestess of Light Codes. Oh man, no wonder. My brains. Oh, God help us, guys. There's a lot of spiritual energy moving at the moment. Who else has got this as well? Like your brain at this moment. I feel like I can't hold like a thought here. So I'm like daydreaming all the time. And every time it's like somewhere I forget people's names. I forget things that I'm supposed to be doing something. I just said, I'm so glad I took a break at this time because of the work that I'm doing as well. I was like, oh my goodness gracious, the energy right now. It is intense, guys. So the Priestess of Earth Guardians is tied to King of Pentacles energy. And then we've got the Strength card here. And I love to see this coming up. I think this is a very good energy, a good combination to show up in this part of the polarity. It's strength. It's strength in your reality, stability in your reality. It is you having to have stood strong against polarity, the darkness in your life. That's going to take you to the King of Pentacles, which is now your life where you actually are that strong person, but you also experience it in your reality around you as well. I think that's good. It is the polarity that makes us to become strong. Okay. Then we've got Beloved. Okay, this one's fun. Hello, let's see what's going on here. Angel of Light. Ooh. 9 of Wands. And then we've got, let me check again. This deck is, I love this deck. It makes me so, it makes me have to think, and that's what I love about it so much. So, we've got here Temperance as well, as above, so below. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. I know a lot of you guys are afraid with the angel light showing up here. You're afraid to like open up. You're afraid to get hurt, you know, and then you got this beautiful as above so below temperance energy coming in here. This is good though, because it kind of shows like, you know, at the end of the day you get what you are. And I don't say, yeah, I'm not like my abusive ex. I know you're not like your abusive ex, but there was something here that was out of alignment that attracted that person. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. It is normal. When we are hurt, when we've been overlooked, when we've been put down, when we haven't been loved properly, then we get people who can't give that to us as well. They can't give us love because they don't have it either. So there's some people will be in the victim of it all, and others will come in as the perpetrator of that. But the root cause is the same. So this means to really do the work, heal. It means to look into yourself. It means to become strong. And I see this in the reading here. To become strong and to become the person that you want to be, so that you receive the person you want to have. Tarot readings, guys, I will be opening again. I think it will be September, end of this month. Yeah, it will be. Please, when you come to any tarot reader, and especially when it's a one-on-one, and you ask them, can you tell me my life purpose? Or you say, can you tell me who I am? Be very careful. A healer and any person who is reading at this moment in time should not be telling people these things. In telling people, we are taking it away from you, because you need to walk the journey yourself. We can guide you and give you direction on how that's going to look for you. But if you don't climb the mountain, you will never become strong enough to maintain it at the top. You'll roll back down. So if people say to you, you are a Palladian, and then they say to you, you need to go do ABC and ABC. I've done that as well sometimes in the past. And I look back now and I'm kind of like, okay, the time for that is now over. Can't do that anymore. And what I've also noticed is that, something bang, okay. What I also noticed is that it's changing more and more as we move into from 2024 to 2025. Before it was much more relaxed, but I think it's getting more stricter with the rules, almost of like what we are allowed to give and what we are not allowed to give, because it's time now. It's a massive time for this is go time. So we need to really, really just take it seriously. We need to say, hey, if I actually start revealing things to people, there's a chance this person may never get activated. There's a chance they never become who they were meant to be in this lifetime. We don't have another time. The time is now. We have to get this right now. Whenever I do a reading, sometimes things are very, very obvious, or they get pushed onto me like, Deborah, 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 Deborah. And then I'm like, okay. Then it's like permission to tell. And then other times I get blank and there's absolutely nothing. And I'm like, I can get directions, but I try to dig and there's like zero energy coming up. Then I know like, no, this person still needs to get activated. If you tell them, they're never going to activate and become who they're meant to be. So just be aware and be wary. If you're a tarot reader as well, you're meant to walk people, not show them. In showing them, it's almost like a curse because you remove it from them. And for you as well, if you come into people, be careful how you phrase your questions. In knowing, it can take away the power of yourself. If you know too soon, you're not ready. So gently and carefully, let's walk this path together. I'm sending my absolute love to you. Thank you so much. And I hope this has helped you. Until next time, bye.